I'm deeply concerned about it spreading to other states.
Have you heard?
I have not heard to date. Remember, the indictment, or in this case, the affidavit that was sworn, hasn't been released. In prior administrations, when there was evidence of potential malfeasance, it was released. I think when the Biden administration went after some of the influencers who were being paid by Russian sources, that was all the underlying documents were released. Why has this one not been released? Why was the FBI agent in charge of the Atlanta office moved aside? Why, in a normal course of an investigation like this, the effort would be led by the U.S. attorney from the state, Georgia? Why was this signed by the U.S. attorney from Missouri? I think we're seeing here a president obsessed about the fact that he lost in 2020. He can't get over it. It appears, and if there is some foreign connection here, the Director of National Intelligence has clearly violated her duty to keep the intelligence committees informed, which she has not. I think this is an effort to try to curry favor back with the president in an area where she's clearly been excluded from most of the recent national events, including Venezuela, Iran, situation with NATO and elsewhere. I have no other logical explanation until and unless she comes forward and testifies. Please.
Thank you, Senator. Just as someone who's much more familiar than most with the ins and outs of the role of Director of National Intelligence, should Tulsi Gabbard have the time to be doing election probes in Georgia? Is that not a very busy job?
Well, let me answer it two ways. First of all, the FBI that's been over a month late on getting out the Epstein files, were they taking people off of getting that information out to put them on this investigation that seems like it's a thinly veiled attempt to kind of appease the president? And no, the Director of National Intelligence under Biden, under Trump 1, under Obama, that's a full-time job plus. Running off on her own, and it's been reported to me that the FBI was not aware she was coming. She's got this much extra time. Well, I don't know what she's doing in the job. And it goes back to, at least until I'm corrected, otherwise, the assumption, since she's not been involved in any of the briefs on Iran, on Venezuela, on the circumstance with Greenland and NATO, or any of the other national security concerns where our intelligence community plays a critical role, most of those have been briefed by the Secretary of State or by John Ratcliffe. I'm not sure what she's doing. Please.
Yeah, you said, I think, that you have not received any notification from the DNI about detecting foreign interference in election infrastructure, which is required under the law to report within 14 days. Have you any? Her office says you also received a copy of this whistleblower complaint that we've now heard about. Have you, and do you know if there's a connection between what she did in Georgia and this whistleblower?
Well, let me try to answer that in two ways. One, in terms of, I read the intelligence briefs on a regular basis, and I've got a full staff that follows this. If there had been something percolating about foreign influence in the 26 elections, I sure as hell should have seen it. And I've not seen it. And you're right. If it was there, she had an obligation to report it to us. And I would point out again, during Trump 1, during Biden, there were regular updates from the DNI and the whole law enforcement intelligence apparatus to make sure that we could reassure Americans that the elections were going to be safe. We've had none of that. If anything, we've had the exact opposite, is they've broken down all the institutions put in place. On the second question of the whistleblower, I'm going to see that complaint imminently.
So you haven't received it?
I have not received it. I have not received it, but I think it is literally today or tomorrow. But let's go back and look at this for a second. It took the Gang of 8 6 months of negotiation with the Director of National Intelligence to share that whistleblower complaint. This is in direct contradiction to what Gabbard testified during her confirmation hearings, that she would protect whistleblowers and share the information in a timely manner. It took 6 months of bipartisan pressure to get them to bring it forward. The notion of the Gang of Eight was created so that you could have this kind of communication in a completely secure manner. And I do not, again, I'll take a look at the complaint, but the idea that she held back for 6 months a bipartisan request from the Gang of Eight is one more example of somebody that's in way over her head in this job.
Is there any sort of evidence from the IC or expectation from the IC that we'll see Russia, China, or